BTS Global News Today. Paris, October 2025. A windy night in Paris turned into something far warmer and more dazzling when the name Kim Taehyung, known to the world as V of BTS, appeared among the exclusive guests heading to a luxurious restaurant in the 7th arrondissement, just a few blocks away from the Eiffel Tower. What started as a faint whisper on social media quickly became breaking news. Tonight, Taehyung was attending a private dinner with the Celine team and the rising rookie group TWS. And as expected, the scene outside the restaurant soon turned into a sea of cameras and curious murmurs at around 8:15 p.m. local time. A sleek black car stopped in front of l'Artisan de Lumière, a restaurant often reserved for the world's elite of fashion and art. From the car, Taehyung stepped out slowly, wearing an elegant black suit designed by Celine for Celine. No excessive accessories, just a thin silver necklace reflecting the streetlights, reinforcing the aura of quiet mystery that has followed him since the beginning of his career. As he approached the entrance, he waved gently at a few fans waiting behind the barricades. His warm smile instantly set off a storm of camera flashes. Eyewitnesses described the atmosphere that night as strange but magical. There had been no official announcement from Celine, no public schedule, not even an invitation to the press. Yet inside the restaurant, which was entirely closed off for the evening, an insider revealed that the dinner was far from an ordinary gathering. It felt more like a small reunion between close friends and creative collaborators, said a Celine staff member who requested anonymity. Taehyung came not only as a brand ambassador, but also as an inspiration behind several of Celine's upcoming designs. Tonight, he's sitting with the creative team and a few young figures considered to represent the new face of Celine in Asia. The presence of TWS made the evening even more intriguing, sparking speculation about a new collaboration between an icon like Taehyung and the next generation of idols. The rookie group under Pleatus, a HYB sublabel, is known for their elegant yet experimental style, traits often associated with Taehyung himself. "We were all shocked when we found out they were invited," said one TWS fan on Twitter. But if they're sharing a table with Taehyung, it's not just dinner, it's a sign of recognition. A Paris fashion insider confirmed that TWS's attendance was no coincidence. According to reports, Celine is planning a crossover project between its music and fashion divisions, and Taehyung is said to be the bridge connecting the two worlds. Hedy deeply admires Taehyung, not just for his looks, but for the way he thinks as an artist. He can talk about light, color, and emotion in ways most people can't, the source said. Inside, the atmosphere was described as intimate and exclusive. Crystal chandeliers hung low above a long white marble table adorned with pale roses and amber-scented candles. Taehyung sat in the center, flanked by Celine and Celine's communications director. Across from him, the members of TWS sat looking both nervous and awestruck. Taehyung looked completely at ease, said one restaurant staff member. He spoke softly, laughed at times, and listened attentively to everyone who spoke to him. He has this aura that calms the entire room. The dinner began with foie gras with truffle sauce, followed by beef tenderloin à la Parisienne, and ended with a classic crème brûlée prepared by the head chef himself. But beyond the exquisite food, it was the conversation that seemed to matter most. An insider revealed that during the meal, Celine presented some concept photos from Celine's upcoming men's Spring 2026 collection, and Taehyung was asked for his opinion. He didn't just nod and agree. He offered artistic input, discussing light direction, fabric texture, even the emotions conveyed through a model's gaze. It showed that he's not just the face of the brand, but part of its creative soul, the insider said. The TWS members listened intently. In one brief clip reportedly taken by a restaurant staff member, Taehyung could be seen turning toward them and saying with a gentle smile, "You know, being an artist isn't just about performance or popularity. It's about how you protect your honesty in every piece you create. The world will love you for that." That line went viral the next morning when an anonymous staff member posted it on a community forum, and thousands of armies flooded the comments with pride. One TWS member, rumored to be a longtime Taehyung fan, appeared visibly shy. But Taehyung, known for his warmth, eased the tension. He even joked, saying that he, too, once felt nervous meeting his seniors in the industry. "You'll get used to it," he said with a small laugh. "But don't lose yourself." Outside, dozens of fans waited for hours just to catch a glimpse when the dinner ended. Around 11:40 p.m., the lights inside began to dim, signaling the evening was drawing to a close. Staff prepared an exit route, and when Taehyung finally stepped out, the world seemed to pause for a moment. He walked slowly, now wearing a long gray coat and a light scarf around his neck. Cameras flashed in all directions, but something else captured everyone's attention. Before entering his car, Taehyung turned and spoke briefly with one of the TWS members. They shook hands and bowed politely. Then, Taehyung reached into his pocket and pulled out a small silver envelope, handing it directly to the young idol. No one knew what was inside, but that single gesture was enough to ignite wild fan theories. Was it a secret invitation? Maybe a personal note from Celine? Or something linked to an upcoming music project? Within hours, V dinner in Paris became the top worldwide trending topic that a few hours later, French media outlet Le Mode augured, we published an article titled Le Mystère Argent de V, Chuetil Don à TWS. The Silver Mystery of V. What did he give to TWS? The article speculated that the envelope might have contained a symbolic invitation to Celine's upcoming pre-show event next week, where Taehyung is rumored to appear in an unprecedented format. Celine declined to comment, only stating that they were grateful for the beautiful moment shared that evening. Armies and fashion enthusiasts around the world were left both amazed and curious. Fans scoured every photo posted online, searching for hidden clues. In one image, Taehyung could be seen gazing at the Parisian night sky with a faint smile as the Eiffel Tower shimmered behind him. "He looks like he's saying something without words," one fan wrote on X. "It feels like this night wasn't just a dinner. It was part of a larger story." Interestingly, the day after the event, Celine's official account posted a black and white photo of Taehyung with the caption, "Art begins where silence speaks." Within 2 hours, the post garnered over 3 million likes and 1.2 million comments, with thousands of armies suggesting that the quote reflected the spirit of that mysterious night. Meanwhile, HYB has yet to release an official statement, though several fans on Weverse claimed Taehyung posted a short message that afternoon, reading, "Paris always reminds me of where my dream began." The simple line led many to believe that something deeply personal was unfolding, perhaps a hint of a solo project or a new visual art collaboration, in a world where every movement of Taehyung becomes a symbol. This private dinner seemed to mark a new chapter, one about art, silence, and meaning. There was no music, no stage, yet every glance and small gesture told a story louder than words. That night, Paris wasn't just the city of fashion. It became a mirror where an artist named Kim Taehyung spoke through silence, writing history in his own quiet way. And perhaps, beneath the soft applause of the night and the flashes fading into darkness, Taehyung already knew one timeless truth. True art doesn't need to explain itself. It simply exists, and the world understands.